Hello everybody, it is Miss Emily again, here to give you another mini drawing tutorial lesson. So today I want to show you all how to draw patterns, but I also want to teach you how to draw a cactus plant. So today we're just going to need our pencil like usual with a nice eraser. This one's about done, but a nice eraser. Then you're going to need a black marker from your marker set for outlining, and then the pack of crayons to add some color. Of course, you're going to need a sheet of paper, so I have my sheet of paper. You can either do this horizontal or vertical, but today I'm going to do a vertical demonstration. Okay, so to start out our drawing of our cactus plant, we are going to draw a pot. Just like I mentioned in all the other drawing tutorials, please draw as big as you can. That way you can add as many details as you can. So we are going to make a U shape at the bottom of our paper. A U shape at the bottom of our paper. That is going to be the bottom of our pot. Then we are going to make a slight curved line at the top. Slight curved line at the top. It's almost going to look like a big open smiley face. Okay? Then we are going to begin to draw our cactus plant. So cactus plants are pretty tall, so you can go ahead and do a big straight line up, over, and then do one little curve on the side. So you can do that, and then you can add some more. So let's go ahead and erase this section, and we're going to add another little curve of our cactus on the side. Okay, and we have our little cactus plant. Since I have some space over here, I'm going to add another little mini cactus plant. Then you're going to finish your pot by doing a curved circle and extending it from the side, the top line that we did, and then curving it around, and then stopping where that cactus plant is. This is because you want to show perspective that the bottom of the pot top is behind the cactus plant. You're going to go behind it, not make a line, but then you're going to do it there, and then again on this side. This is going to give the illusion that it is a three-dimensional object. If your lines don't match up, that's okay. Most pots have a rim, so I'm going to go ahead and do a rim. So I'm going to do a small little layer over here to show the top of it. Okay, you can do the same thing over here. So next we are going to draw patterns. There's lots of different patterns that you can do, but the easiest to do is a zigzag. So just do alternating sharp lines. You have a zigzag line. And then I'm going to go to the bottom and I'm going to repeat that. So the thing with patterns is that usually one type of line or pattern shape is used multiple times, not just once. That's what a pattern is repeating of lines or shapes. So I have my cactus plant, I have my pot, and then I've started my patterns. So another thing that you can do is draw circles, teardrops, dots, and those add some variation to the lines. So adding shapes and lines will give you a better, more dynamic pattern. Okay, so now I have starting to get pretty packed here with the amount of patterns, but it's going to look really nice when it's all colored. So I'm going to go ahead and leave the pattern pot at the bottom, but then I'm going to do some detail work to my cactus plant. So I am going to do dashed lines like what I'm going to do them instead of horizontal, which is towards the side, I'm going to do them vertical. Okay, and so you're going to fill your whole cactus plant with dashes. Okay, my little dashed lines on my cactus plant. okay? Next thing I'm going to do is add a little bit of background. So what would a pot and a plant be sitting on? Well, you can have a landscape background, you can have a sunset background, but it's probably on the ground, right? A plant would be on the ground or a table. So if you want, I would do a line, a midway line, somewhere in the middle of your pot, And that's going to show that there is a background to your cactus plant. You don't have to do this, but it's a nice way to add some more variety to your drawing. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add some color. So you can use colored pencils or crayons. Don't use markers because you're going to use one black marker to do your outline to bold your lines. So we're going to use crayons or colored pencils to shade and do some coloring in. So let's start with our cactus. Okay, but make sure that cactus plant is all the way colored in, and do some darker marks with your crayon or your colored pencil on the border or the curved sides. This will show also more dimension and more realism. And there we have our cactus plant. So next thing you can do is start adding some colors to your pot. You can pick a few colors, pick about 3 colors, or however many you want. So I'm going to go ahead and start with a blue that I'm going to do inside my squiggles. And like I said, drawing with colored pencil or crayon is a lot easier to get shading, to do some shading, than markers. Markers are fun, but let's only use markers for the outline. So next we can decide what color we want the background of our pot to be. So I have some blue, I have some purple, and I have some orange, but I needed to decide what color I want the background of my pot to be. So let's go ahead and just make it brown, okay? So I'm going to use my brown crayon, and I'm going to shade the whole background, okay? This is going to take a lot of patience, okay? But you can go ahead and do that. Next thing I'm going to have you do is just do whatever your ground may be. So I'm just going to use a different green, and I'm going to cover big areas. So in order to do your bigger areas, like that, is you're going to use more of the side of your crayon. So the side of your crayon. So not the point, but the side of your crayon. And that will help you spread your marks out larger. Okay. You can do the sky however you like. So you can do a sunset. A sunset is usually red, orange, and yellow. And I would start with yellow towards the horizon line, like that's where usually the sun is. Or you can start yellow up here, it doesn't matter. But go yellow, orange, red, or yellow, orange, red, okay? Because our values also go by the colors. So in the rainbow, it goes red, orange, yellow, so you can use that. Or you can add some pinks and purples, blues, whatever sky color you want. Just make sure you're not using whatever cactus color you have, so then this will stand out from the background, okay? So we have that. And next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add some gray for soil in the inside of my pot. So some gray in there. Okay, and that's inside of my pot, my cactus. Okay, last but not least, we are going to add our handy dandy black marker for outlines. You can also use colored markers if you want to outline your patterns, but just for the sake of this quick drawing, we are going to just use black, okay? And then all you would have to do is add your sky. So you could do blue, you could add pinks and purples, you could do some clouds, a sun, you could do some birds in the sky, whatever you want. But there is our nearly complete cactus plant with a patterned pot. Hope you enjoyed this video. Miss you girls so much.